Hell, give us some motivation to be more fit. You know what, Bobby? What a beautiful segment. What a beautiful segment into this video. Asmongold changed my life. Now, it changed his life for the better. I will say that the Roach King Asmon inspired me to at least get on the internet and just talk my sense. I would like to make people laugh. My goal is to make somebody laugh each and every day because there's enough hate and vitriol in the world. But there's also like I don't want to say my truth, but the things that I hear from the mainstream media that I think is just asinine crazy. So if I can spew out my 2 cents and it makes sense to some people and they're able to pick up some things and pick up what I'm putting down, then I think it's a win. And Asmon is definitely a big motivator into that. But apparently Asmon changed this guy's life.
Sometimes we find inspiration in the most unexpected places. For me, it was
Is Mexican food spicy? It definitely can be.
through the videos of a YouTuber and
It can
Twitch
have some heat.
streamer named Asmongold.
Look at Asmon and all his hair and all that glory.
His raw honesty
And
and
Egg is
unfiltered
talking.
commentary were the catalyst for a transformation I never thought possible. This is a story of how his words resonated with me during one of the darkest periods of my life and inspired me to reclaim control. This is about a man who struggled with mental
Virat's been cursed? Did he not play good?
illness, familial separation, and years of
Oh,
self
man, poor
loathing.
guy.
This is about how I found hope, strength, and purpose in Asmongold's message and took actionable steps to change my life. Chapter 1: A Broken Family and a
If you're 18 and you're lifting, please understand this. We're going to watch this video, but I just want to point this out to you, King. If you're working out in the gym, you're working out hard, you're 18 years old, you got a long way to go, okay? Because you got not only now you're working on building up like muscular strength and tension in your joints, but there's one thing that you just can't speed up, which is muscular maturity, the density of your muscles. Unless you're taking exogenous drugs, which I don't recommend you do at that age, just work out hard, eat a lot of steak, eat a lot of protein, sleep well. You know, by the time you're 22, 24, you're going to see some real shit. But right now at 18, you're just soft Play-Doh and you're working on making sure that you're nice and balanced. And most importantly, you're recovering in between workouts. You're 18 and not lifting.
broken spirit. 11 years without
Will I play Valorant with you? Yes. I don't want to go to the gym? Then go stay at home and just do push-ups and squats.
my mom. My story begins with a family torn apart. When I was a teenager, my stepfather's failing business in the Philippines forced my mom to make a heartbreaking decision
I want to be respectful. The mom's attractive.
to work abroad and support us. She found a job as a carer and later as a healthcare assistant for the NHS in the
That's what I'm saying. A respectful smash.
UK. For 11 years, we were separated.
That sucks though. Can we say it like, imagine me, I'm super close to my parents. I can't imagine being separated from my mom or my dad for 11 years.
I grew up without her hugs, her guidance, and her comforting presence. Her absence left a void in my life, but I knew she was sacrificing everything to provide for me. She endured sleepless nights, working long shifts, sometimes without rest for days.
One thing that I've gotten older, I look back at, I really hate sometimes how I treated my parents as a kid because you don't realize how much they bend backwards just to try to bring a smile to your face. At least for me, I have really good parents.
Just to pay for my education. She carried the weight of two worlds on her shoulders, a family across oceans and a grueling job in a foreign land.
Teens, man, our teens days, yeah. Now, I remember telling my dad I didn't want to grow up and be anything like him. That really hurts, man. My dad's a good dude. My dad loves me, and he would do anything for me. And I was just such an ass, you know? And like as a kid, I think we take advantage of our parents and say some shit that we don't often mean. But in the absence of these parents, you can have a hell of a life that some don't even have the strength to crawl back from. Fortunately, this guy did.
Battling mental illness. In 2016, at the age of 21, my life took a devastating turn. I experienced my first manic.
No, my dad's not dead. He had a motorcycle accident this year, which could have taken his life, but he's okay now. I'm an emotional fuck. I wear my heart on my forearm, let alone my sleeve. And when I just think about, the things that as a kid, the things that I said to my parents, even though with all the things that they did for me, it was just, I hate myself for that. And
Episode
those are strong words, but it's true. There's things that we all do that we look back on that we have regrets for, and that's one that I do. I wish I treated my parents with more patience and respect.
followed by
Granted, I have a great relationship with them. It's not like I was a complete hellion, but there was times where I said some stuff that crossed the line.
two more over the next 2 years. I was diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder with psychotic features, a condition that would shape the next several years of my life. The illness robbed me of stability,
Engineers are
relationships,
all
and
around
a
us.
sense of worth.
My dad is an engineer. Those are some crafty people.
2016 to 2021, I lived alone in a
I hate when motherfuckers talk rude and yell at home and they talk nicely outside. Absolutely. Because it's just a facade. Because as soon as they close the door and start yelling, that's who they truly are.
small apartment, consumed by depression and hopelessness. Every day was a battle to finish my studies while grappling with the belief that I would die alone. Chapter 2: The Long Road to Reunification. Fighting for a new beginning. Despite the darkness, I held on to one dream: reuniting with my mom. I researched ways to leave the Philippines and discovered the adult dependent visa route to the UK. It was our ticket to being together again, but the journey was anything but smooth. We faced 3 visa rejections.
Only your true friends are your parents and are your family, rest in people who want to take advantage. Absolutely. From politics to small store owner to a chef. Most of them are engineers. They have to think like an engineer, right? They have a problem and they have to think of creative ways to figure out solutions to that problem. Hispanics and white are both Europeans, right? Not all Hispanics. Some Hispanics are like from South America.
Tourists,
Even Americans are Europeans for sure.
student,
Duh.
and even the adult dependent visa itself. Each rejection felt like a dagger to the heart, but we refused to give up. Finally, in 2021, after a long, arduous
I don't think I think he's from the Philippines. So he's Filipino?
appeal process, we won,
No, he's a
reunited
computer.
but not whole. When I arrived in the UK, my mom was overjoyed, but her joy turned to concern when she saw me. I was unkempt, overweight, and a shadow of the person she remembered.
That's heartbreaking for a mom to see your son and you're like, "What happened to you?"
Despite being together again, my depression lingered. I even confessed to her that if she were to die, I'd have no reason to live.
Fuck.
Chapter 3: The Turning Point. A toxic environment. Living with my mom's toxic husband made our home life unbearable.
Yeah, I think we've all had a well, I shouldn't say we all. I've definitely had a bad experience with, stepfathers. My mom got remarried and then divorced again.
For nearly 3 years, his hostility and constant complaints created a
Europeans
tense
were
and
Africans?
stressful environment. Despite my attempts to show love and gratitude, even thanking him for taking care of my mom, he remained antagonistic. One day, we even shouted at each other, a culmination of years of suppressed frustration. By December 2024, my mom and I had had enough. We moved out to start fresh, free from the toxicity that had plagued our lives. But the
And, this like, yo, Rock, I appreciate the follow. I think this depression really does stem or like come from not taking control of your life, literally just sitting in the passenger seat of the car and just thinking that the world happens to you. No, you're not. The reason why you're not going anywhere is you're in the passenger seat. You have to get into the driver's seat, and for better or for worse, you have to take control. You have to drive. Am I serious? I'm dead serious.
The real transformation began months earlier, in March 2024, when I stumbled upon 2 videos by Asmongold. The first video, they said lose weight, he said okay.
They said lose weight. He says okay. Like, he doesn't go on Twitter and, like, somebody tells him to lose weight. He talks about, like, you know, writes this thing out, like, oh, I'm being fucking fat shamed. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Society's out to get me. Like, everything's trying to ruin my life, bro. Like,
11.4 people took their own lives this year. That's sad. It is. That's 11,000 people who were in the passenger seat of the car who didn't realize that they can shuffle over to the other seat. Maybe they didn't have the confidence to get out into the car and face the world and walk over to the driver's seat and sit down and grip that steering wheel and drive their own life. Right, guys? Like, we have to take control of your life. You have to go out there, do some push-ups, do some squats, read some books. You don't have to be the next Virat Kohli superstar, the next MS Dhoni. You don't have to be. But we can strive. If you strive to land, if you strive for the stars and you land on the moon, you're still gonna have one hell of a view.
hoflation is making it to where I can't get a girlfriend.
In March 2024, I watched a video titled "They Said Lose Weight, He Said Okay." It featured Asmongold discussing someone's weight loss journey with his signature blend of humor and brutal honesty. His words struck a chord, planting a seed of inspiration in my mind. Yet the thought of changing my own life felt insurmountable. I had dreams of a healthy body, but no action plan to achieve it. The video lingered in my mind, a spark waiting to ignite. The second video, Asmongold's powerful message to viewers who envy his life. Then came the video that changed everything. Asmongold's powerful message to viewers who envy his life. In this video, Asmongold delivered a powerful message.
I think that ultimately you have to look and think about what the time that you invest yourself in that you get out of it.
I came here from your YouTube channel
False.
of yours and think your way of commentary is pretty fire, dude. I appreciate the hell out of you. And ironically enough, the guy who we're watching right now, Asmongold, he's kind of a big reason on why I started this channel, or at least gave me the confidence to start this channel.
Crazy? You guys act like you
Why does this boy have CapCut AI generated subtitles?
have no control over your life. Like, the cards are just already set for you. Like, you just, like, you know, you can only do this little small thing in your life, and you have no control over your own destiny.
That's false. You have complete control. We've learned it from Naruto, right? We learned it from Naruto. He fought against Neji to prove that destiny and fate isn't written in stone. It's just written in sand. And with wind, the words can change.
Take control.
I agree with 90% of this. Yeah.
Take things into your own hands. Stop waiting on somebody else to give you something.
Nobody's going to give you nothing. You have to work and be ready for the opportunity. You got to be like Krillin, training your ass off. That way when the time presents itself and Android 18 comes up, you are ready to smash. And you leave nothing on the table. But if you're not Krillin, you're not training, you're not doing push-ups, you're not working on being charismatic, you're never going to get Android 18.
Stop waiting on somebody else to allow you to be yourself. Take it for yourself. Do something that you need to do.
You act like you have no control over your destiny. Take control. Those words hit me like a lightning bolt. For years, I had resigned myself to being a victim of my circumstances. I blamed my diagnosis, my past, and external forces for my misery.
We blame our past and the external forces of our memory. For all of you Marvel fans, DC fans, anime fans, any fans of any type of hero, even Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni, these people are great not because life just handed them greatness. It's because they saw crucibles. They were given hurdles in their life and they climbed over it. When adversity came, they didn't shy away. They faced adversity head on and beat it. That's why we look up to Batman. That's why we look up to Superman, to Goku. No matter what task is in front of them, they don't cower away. They don't shy away from the moment. They just figure out, how the hell am I going to win? And in your life, that's what you need to do. Stop blaming life. Stop blaming the fucking universe, man. If something happens to you, whether it's true or not, you should look at yourself and say, how am I responsible? Did I put myself in this situation? Because sometimes life's just going to hit you in the head. It's going to bonk you on the nose. But did you put yourself in the way to get bonked? Could you stayed in the other room and not got bonked?
But Asmongold's message forced me to confront the harsh truth. I was the only one who could change my life.
I'm a fan of
Chapter
Kanye. Old Kanye is legit.
4. The Plan for Transformation. Discovering
Man, this 2025 update has been weird for most. It has been incredibly weird, and I'm fearful that it's only going to continue to be more weird.
the right tools. Determined to take control, I began
Can I be the next SRK? I think you can, King. I mean, you have King in your name. You're one step removed.
researching how to improve my physical and mental health. I discovered Dr. Jason Fung's work on
All right, guys, this is a real question. This is why Toji is my favorite character, and not Toji. Toto is my favorite character. JJK. What type of women do you like? Me? I like a woman with thick legs and a fat ass.
intermittent fasting, Dr. Eric Berg's teachings on the keto diet, and Dr. Ken Berry's advocacy for the carnivore diet. I also delved into Dr. Christopher Palmer's
So Vance, you like a Sydney Sweeney kind of type?
insights on metabolic psychiatry, which explained how nutrition could impact mental health. Implementing the plan, I adopted a carnivore diet and combined it with intermittent fasting.
This is fascinating because this is what I'm doing this January.
Within days, my depression and dark thoughts lifted. It felt
Bro, you don't know my mom. She will kick your fucking ass. She is a country woman who's into conspiracies. You don't want to fuck with my mama.
like magic, but it was the science
She will grab you by the leg and fuck you up, brother.
of ketosis.
I know.
Fueling my brain with ketones instead of glucose.
Wow, look at that transformation, y'all. Look at that transformation. That's amazing. There's a level of confidence. Yo, what's up with the follows? What's up? Hold on. Is it Tarek? True? I'm just going to call you True. True Chains, I appreciate the follow. Now, there's a level of confidence that you get from losing this weight, understanding that you are enough and that you have the power to actually change your life. Like, there's one thing for me saying, hey, get in the steering wheel of your car, your life, and drive and take ownership of it. But there's some people that just will never be able to. But this is the top is me at 270 pounds, and the bottom is obviously when I've lost a lot of weight. Please understand when I'm telling you that you have the power to control your life, to change your life, and to make it and shape it in the way that you want. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not. But if this fully retarded guy in America can do it, holy shit, so can you.
That made the difference. Over the next 6 months, I lost 70 pounds.
What's up, Arma?
More importantly, I reclaimed my sense of agency and self-worth. Dr. Rachel Brown and the Path to Hyperbolic Tapering. Dr. Rachel Brown, a metabolic psychiatrist.
Can you say retarded? Yes. Over here, we can say retarded. We're not afraid of the truth. Am I the smartest dude in the world? No. Is my favorite color clear? Yes. Sometimes my eyes get crossed and I look a little funny. Also, yes.
Has been instrumental in guiding me toward a safe and evidence-based approach to tapering off
Twitch won't ban
antipsychotic
it.
medication. Her expertise in metabolic psychiatry, a field that connects mental health and metabolic health, helped me not only better understand the long-term impact of medications, but also find a sustainable path forward.
Sustainable path forward. I love this because over here in America, we're always about like this exponential growth. Every year, 10% better. Every year, we're going to double in profits. We're going to make it to the fucking moon. But it's never sustainable, man. It's never sustainable. Have something that you have a passion in. Have a few things that you have passions in. It's okay to go out to the world, try something, and fail. It doesn't make you a failure.
For the past 8 years, I was on paliperidone palmitate, a long-acting injectable antipsychotic. This form of medication, while convenient for many, left me feeling I had little control over my own treatment. The fixed doses and long-lasting effects made adjustments challenging, and at
Now I'm going to block the other R word.
times frustrating. But with Dr. Brown's guidance, I recently transitioned to an oral
That was the automated system. It warned you, but I flagged it saying that we're okay with retarded. The other R word, not so much. Bobby, I don't know why the chat is the way it is.
liquid form of risperidone, which I take using a syringe orally for precise dose adjustments. This switch has been transformative, giving me the tools to take charge of my tapering process. Dr. Brown introduced me to the concept of hyperbolic tapering, an approach rooted in pharmacological science.
I've never heard of this hyperbolic tapering.
Unlike abrupt cessation or linear tapering, hyperbolic tapering involves gradual reductions that become progressively smaller over time. This
Is it like just slowly minimizing your food and like bad habits and like maximizing good habits?
method minimizes the risk of withdrawal symptoms such as rebound psychosis, a serious condition where symptoms return with greater intensity after stopping the medication too quickly. Planning is crucial in a process like this, and with Dr. Brown's help, I have set a timeline to begin tapering in May 2025. The journey is expected to take approximately 2 years.
And 2 years for most people, they think, God, that's such a long time. But every year in New Year's, we're like, man, this year flew by. I promise you guys, if you could dedicate yourself to this year of 2025 of breaking as many bad habits as you can and working on building as many good habits as you can, your life can change for the better. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I didn't want to make an announcement of this because I just kind of wanted to do it. But I feel like if I vocalize it, it's just going to make me stay more true to this. Yeah, I know a lot of you have seen me smoke, like weed on stream, and even though I'm a big fan of weed, I'm not gonna get any more until February. For the entire month of January, I'm gonna go full carnivore and no weed.
While this might seem
I want to prove it to myself that I can actually do it.
lengthy, the gradual pace is essential to allow my brain and body to adapt to each reduction. Rushing the
Shorts and reels have fucked your attention span? Yeah, no, for real, mine too. So I would recommend finding a podcast, True. Wherever you're from. If you're from the East, listen to the Sharm Sharma Show or the Sham Sharma Show. Very good. If you're over here in the West, listen to some Joe Rogan.
process could lead
Is weed not illegal? There's variations of weed. But no, most times I can go to the gas station and just buy some flour.
to destabilizing withdrawal effects, undoing the progress I've worked so hard to achieve. Dr. Brown's approach goes beyond just the mechanics of tapering. She has
No, 26 is young because I'm 30. I'm an old man.
encouraged me to support my mental health through lifestyle interventions such as
Super lively.
ketogenic carnivore diet and intermittent fasting, which align
Also, what's up, Demon?
with her metabolic psychiatry philosophy. These
Good. Then in your 20s, please, from a dude who's just got through his 20s, understand your 20s are the time to set up as many good habits as you can and try to get ahead, because there's going to be so many of your peers and your friends who are from 20, you're 18. There's going to be so many of your friends and peers that go down a slippery slope. They're going to get into partying. They're going to get into drugs. They're going to have visions of being a doctor or an engineer when y'all were kids just a little while ago. But as life gets older, they're going to get told no because life is going to try to push you down. And it's really about seeing who can rise to the top. So stay focused. Stay on your mission. Stay true to your dream. Stay true to yourself. Stay physically fit, build your body up, become strong, become physically like Goku as much as you can. Become smart, become as intelligent as Aizen. Be able to plan things out 12 steps ahead. Read some good books, ingest good stuff online, and don't forget to have a little fun along the way, to make some people laugh, and to spread joy and not anger and malice in the world.
strategies have helped me build resilience and maintain stability.
I remember my friend offered me drugs, now he's dead. I've had a good amount of friends, especially with me growing up in paintball, where I saw them get into drugs and their whole life just go sideways. For me, weed was great. I lost 100 pounds. You guys saw me lose weight. I became a straight A student. For me, weed was a thing that allowed all the excess noise to like simmer down and me just kind of focus up because I'm already ADD. I'm already all over the place. So for it just kind of like, But Baba Elrod has spoken. Let us finish this video.
making me feel confident about my ability to taper successfully. Chapter 5, Lessons Learned. The importance of
Instagram is worse than drugs. It is a form of a drug. Social media hitting that dopamine, that's given us a some type of chemical reaction.
personal agency. Asmongold taught
Ooh,
me
this is
that
it.
personal agency is vital. Without it, individuals become passive victims of their circumstances. Reclaiming agency means taking responsibility for your actions and decisions. It's not easy, but it's the only path to true freedom. Health as
And anything worth having doesn't come easy. If it was easy, everyone would have personal agency. Everyone would be like SRK. Everyone would be famous. But the idea of having personal agency and trusting in your vision, even when people are telling you you are wrong, that is not easy.
the foundation. Health is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life.
Am I promoting weed? Absolutely. How much money do I have? None. I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying for me, that's what it did for me. But I've seen a lot of other people smoke and just not take control of their life, right? But I don't think that's a weed thing. I think that's a human thing.
By prioritizing my physical
Ganja,
and
ganja.
mental well being, I gained the energy, clarity, and confidence to pursue my goals. Cutting out carbs, sugar, and excuses was the first step in building a better life. Discipline breeds freedom. Discipline is not a limitation, it's a pathway to freedom. By sticking to my diet and exercise routine, I broke free from the cycle of self sabotage. Each small victory reinforced my belief in my ability to succeed. Chapter 6, Paying It
Huge.
Forward. Sharing my journey. This video is my way of extending Asmongold's message.
This year, you're going to get at least 5 baddies. Get all of them. Leave nothing on the table. Leave nothing on the table. And no, we're not. I'm not letting
To
that get
others
through, Demon.
who may feel lost. If you're struggling, know that change is possible. You have the power to take control of your life. Resources
Huge. That's what we were screaming earlier. You have the power to take control of your life. You do. You may feel like you don't, but we have the power, we have the resources, we have the things within us to live the life that we want to live. We just had to take control and take consistent action.
to help you take control of your life. If you're ready to start transforming your life, here are some ways I can guide you on your journey. Substack newsletter, Win Your Life Back. This is your daily roadmap to success. I share strategies that help me lose 70 pounds and improve my mental health.
Good for you. Now he's gonna do a plug. I like a lot of what he's saying. Whether it become with like daily journalism. And once more, if you guys are just kind of rolling in here, this is you know, I could speak on this because I've lost a little over 100 pounds, right? Like this is, the top one is me. The bottom one is still me. About a year later, right? And this was when I was in 11th grade, so I didn't even graduate high school, and I'm looking like this. You have to take, you know, agency in your life. For me, it's been a blend of these 3 things. It's been a blend of consistency, intensity, and discipline. To me, this is the formula to success. You can take what I'm about to say and apply it to all aspects of your life, right? You have to take intensity, multiply it by consistency, and multiply it by discipline. And then you have to divide and subtract your self-doubt and insecurities. Then, only then, will you understand how successful you will be. And understand, with consistency, this means how many days, how many weeks, how many months can you string together to really change your life? Because we've all heard it. A mile, a long journey starts with 1 step. And that's what consistency is all about. Then we have discipline. Discipline is about doing the things you need to do even when you don't want to do them. If we only did the things we needed to do when we wanted to do them, we would never, ever, ever get shit done. And this is something that we all know to be true. And then intensity is the action, the amount of energy that you bring to each and every day. Are you showing up? Are you showing up to the door, but you're just like, you know, what's up? Cool. I'm just gonna, you know, do some squats, whatever. Or are you just fucking like, I'm ready? That's the energy that you need each and every day. That's how many baddies were I getting in high school? Did you see how fat I was? I wasn't getting shit. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, then please like the video, subscribe, and if you really like it, then share it with some of your friends. My goal here is to spread a positive message while sprinkling my 2 cents on big topics like American, Indian, and world geopolitics, and even small stuff like Twitch drama and online debacles. And if you want to see it live, come join me over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ActuallyElrod. That's where I'm going to do all my reactions, and after the reactions, that's where we get down a game. And if you're like, hey, I have a video that I want this dude to sprinkle his 2 cents on, then come over on my Discord and let me know and join the community there. And while we're at it, I have to say thank you to everybody who has made that Discord just so poppin'. I never thought I'd have a Discord that's so flowing. It's really cool to see. Shout out to you, Bobby, Omni, Demon, all of you who have been in there who are just super active. Logie, you're the man. Logie is the one who's like modding and helping run the server, so thank you, Logie. Lastly, I challenge you. I have a challenge for you. Make somebody laugh today. We all know there's enough hate and vitriol in the world. If energy is contagious like the flu, then let's spread and get everyone contagious with our positive energy, right? Not negative energy, because there's so much of that, and if we could just be a small little change in someone's day, then you never know. Maybe that's the thing that starts shifting this world to a happier, healthier, just better place. And with all of that said and done, thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.